Time is up. Juncker sends shocking Brexit message after May suffers humiliating defeat. Top Eurocrat Jean-Claude Juncker has told MPs that time is almost up after they dealt Theresa May's Brexit deal a devastating defeat in the House of Commons last night. The European Commission President refused to offer the Prime Minister a helping hand after 432 MPs opposed her Brexit deal in the so-called meaningful vote. Mr. Juncker showed his frustration with the House of Commons opposition to the deal after European Union officials demonstrated goodwill in order to help Mrs May convince MPs that the Ireland backstop is an EU plot to lock Britain in a customs union. He said, "I take note with regret of the outcome of the vote in the House of Commons this evening." On the EU side, the process of ratification of the Withdrawal Agreement continues. The Withdrawal Agreement is a fair compromise and the best possible deal. It reduces the damage caused by Brexit for citizens and businesses across Europe. It is the only way to ensure an orderly withdrawal of the United Kingdom from the European Union. The European Commission, and notably our chief negotiator Michel Barnier, has invested enormous time and effort to negotiate the Withdrawal Agreement. We have shown creativity and flexibility throughout. I, together with President Tusk, have demonstrated goodwill again by offering additional clarifications and reassurances in an exchange of letters with Prime Minister May earlier this week. The risk of a disorderly withdrawal of the United Kingdom has increased with this evening's vote. While we do not want this to happen, the European Commission will continue its contingency work to help ensure the EU is fully prepared. I urge the United Kingdom to clarify its intentions as soon as possible. Time is almost up. EU diplomats were left confused on how they could help the Prime Minister any further assistance for her deal after the size of the defeat. Donald Tusk, the European Council President, said it is now time for Britain to display courage in deciding what the next step is for the Brexit process. He said, "If a deal is impossible, and no one wants no deal, then who will finally have the courage to say what the only positive solution is?" And now Michel Barnier, the EU's chief negotiator, will meet with senior MEPs in order to discuss the fallout from the vote. Express.co.uk understands that MEPs will seek to secure citizens' rights in the event of a no-deal Brexit amid fears that this outcome is now most likely. Guy Verhofstadt, the EU Parliament's Brexit coordinator, said, "The UK Parliament has said what it doesn't want. Now is the time to find out what UK parliamentarians want. In the meantime, the rights of citizens must be safeguarded." Upon entering a meeting of the EU Parliament's Brexit Steering Group, Mr. Verhofstadt added, "This result is the consequence of British political system, the fight between left and right, Labour and the Conservative Party, and there is a need for cross-party cooperation so that we know what Britain wants and that there is a majority in the House of Commons backing that proposal. And if that proposal goes in the direction of a deeper relationship with the EU, then we are ready to do so. We are not against this. On the contrary. Secondly, what we don't want is that this mess in British politics is transferred and imported into European politics, so let's try to find a solution before the European elections. And the third thing is that in any way, if necessary in direct contact with the House of Commons, we shall safeguard the rights of citizens, because citizens cannot be the victims of this political game. Today, what happened is that the House of Commons has said that they don't want this deal. What I want to know is what kind of deal the House of Commons really wants, otherwise you cannot make an agreement. Mrs. May now faces a no-confidence motion from Jeremy Corbyn's Labour Party, who are moved to challenge her government's authority. Speaking immediately afterwards, Mrs. May said, "The House has spoken. It's clear that the House does not support this deal. But tonight's vote tells us nothing about what it does support."